During World Breastfeeding Week, we highlight the huge benefits of breastfeeding for babies and their mothers. Keri Nelson is a mother of 4 children and she's a working mom. Thanks so much for connecting with us, Keri.
Thank you for having me. It's such an honor to be here today.
Well, we appreciate you. Keri, you didn't grow up knowing anyone who breastfed their babies. What inspired you to do so?
I think my children inspired me. It's such a healthy start, and it creates a huge bond for your entire family. I really love the fact that I've been able to overcome my obstacles and challenges. When I had my first baby, it was 2005. I didn't really know anything about breastfeeding. I had never been exposed. And I was also a full-time working mom, and that made things even more difficult. When I had my second baby, I actually worked throughout my entire pregnancy, and I decided to take an early leave, which I didn't get paid for. And I had planned on returning to work, but when I had him, it was a different story and I changed my mind. So I decided that I was going to stay at home and I was able to spend time getting to know my baby, and it helped me breastfeed. And I was able to breastfeed him for 6 months. My third baby was a girl, and I was able to breastfeed her for 29 months. I was a stay at home mom. And then with my fourth baby, I got the opportunity to be able to breastfeed and work. So I got to breastfeed her until she was a few months past her 4-year birthday, which was pretty outstanding.
Let's talk about Miss Eden, the 4-year-old. She's about to start school. How were you able to do that to go to age 4? That's just amazing.
So I contribute a lot of that to being able to be with her all of the time. I work for the health department. I'm a WIC breastfeeding peer counselor, and they let you bring your baby to work with you if you're breastfeeding. So she's been my work buddy through everything, and it's been great for us. Together, we help gear and prepare new moms who are expecting, who might be returning to work, to um, be confident about doing that and breastfeeding at the same time. So it's pretty important that moms spend a little bit of time after they have their babies at home. My first baby, I was a full-time working mom, and my employer was calling me from my hospital room, asking me when I was going to return to work. Of course, there was the congratulatory, but they were very anxious for me to return. So, and he was a NICU baby that needed my breast milk. But I ended up returning back to work with him a week after I had him. So breastfeeding really didn't take off as it should have. And sadly, that's the case for a lot of moms.
You mentioned that you work with WIC as a breastfeeding peer counselor in Creek County here in Oklahoma. What's the message you want moms to gain about their journey?
We go through a whole coaching period with moms, and we reach them at certain phases, and it starts early on in their pregnancy so that moms are completely confident when they go to the hospital to have their baby. They know that they're going to be breastfeeding when they come home. And if they're going to be returning to work, they know that they can come to us to get a breast pump. They know that they can come to us on tips for returning back to work. And during those phases, we do hit them up and we give them advice and tips and resources on returning to work. We reach them early in their pregnancy, and that's when we talk to them about the benefits of breastfeeding and about how much milk your body initially makes compared to how much it will make as long as you continue to breastfeed. Creek County actually has a very, very high breastfeeding rate compared to other counties in the state. So we're above average. And I think that that's because WIC has such an amazing breastfeeding program.
What benefits did you see from breastfeeding?
When you give your breast milk to your babies, that DNA and those contents, everything that's all of the live mechanisms that are flowing through breast milk, they are going to stick with your baby for the next 28 years. So, I mean, that's special. I also enjoy being able to provide my baby with my milk. That's always been something that makes me feel empowered as a mother. It's pretty amazing what your body can do. So you go through a whole process of building a baby, and then you have this beautiful child that you created, and then you get the opportunity to actually feed your baby. I can't think of a bigger miracle and blessing and gift than that.